How's it going, guys? Panther Films here. Today we're going to be reacting to episode 6 of Skeleton Crew. This episode is titled Zero Friends Again. But yeah, last episode, the crew went to Skullridge Mountain, or as it is now, it's like a hotel, basically, for, you know, bounty hunters, people who can afford it, you know, people who are there for pleasure, you know, there's pleasure ships and stuff like that. And I can't remember what his name was, the Kraken guy. He was pretty cool. I liked the way he looked. But yeah, the crew was there to find a data pod so they could find the coordinates to Aten. And they did that by going through a lot of hoops and a lot of Indiana Jones-like traps. There was like an acid trap that they had to throw money into, and then the acid went away, and then fucking Jod decided, you know what? I'm gonna turn on the kids. He basically performed a mutiny against his captain, Fern, and now he's in charge, and Smee is kind of obeying him now. But the kids managed to get out somehow, maybe. I'd assume they got out, because Wim hit the chair, which was like a trap, and it fucking shot them down like a chute. Doesn't really make sense though, because if it was a trap, then wouldn't it lead to death? I don't know, we'll have to see. Probably not. I don't think they'd kill kids in a show that's kind of aimed towards like younger audiences, but you never know. If the show had balls, they'd do it, but they're not going to do it. I don't know. How are they getting out of that? That's like my intrigue right now. And also, Jod has a lightsaber. I mean, basically sums it all up. So I guess we should just stop doolallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Like, how? I kind of wish we didn't see the colour of the lightsaber when fucking Wim had it. It would be cool if it was like a yellow lightsaber or a white lightsaber or something like that. But it's just the typical blue. I feel like Smee in the intro there should have the little mouse thing coming out his eye. It's a shoot. Wait, it's like fucking Empire Strikes Back. Why is it just a shoot, and why is there 4 different paths? Why would he... I don't get that.
Help! Over here! What's wrong with her?
She's dead.
Sometimes her augs go bad and then she can't move. I'm gonna reset your occipital link. Don't worry, KB. You're gonna be fine.
Wait, so is she kind of like that guy from Empire Strikes Back that was with like Lando? Oh my god.
Hello.
Behind you.
I'd like to check out.
You're not going anywhere.
Shit.
Oh, we've got a very special cabin in our ship, all ready for you, Silver. Right to Captain Brutus. Let's go.
Lightsaber.
33! Attack!
Really? Like, he's got a lightsaber, dude. Why didn't he use it?
Those other ships are fighting them off! They're like the ones that Kim called! But John said X-Wings were bad. No, they're the good guys!
They're busy fighting, kids. Oh, KB's back up.
Too bad. I have the coordinates home and everything.
You do?
Perfect. So now we just need to climb back to our ship. It's not perfect. It's impossible.
Yeah, you can't fly the ship anymore. I mean, there's a reason the previously shit had the button. Alright, don't push that button. They're gonna push that button this episode.
I don't even know if Neil's gonna be able to. Maybe we should consider some other options. We have to get back to the ship, right?
No, it's time to give up.
So you just assume there aren't any? Hey KB, why are you... Because if you were actually interested, you'd actually be listening for once.
Her fingies are fried. But fun.
Not alone down here!
Crabs.
They could be dangerous! No, they're friendly! See, they can talk.
They can't talk. They're just mimicking you.
Climb back to the ship. What? I'm up there? No. You're gonna fall and smash all the bones in your body. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. This isn't a game!
No, it's a TV show.
Stop it, okay? We all need to work together to get back to the ship.
We can follow them to someone who can help.
Follow.
I'm with Gwen.
Has something happened to
I
her,
guess we're splitting.
like, circuits or whatever? Why? Why would you split up?
Let's go, Neil.
Did Neil agree to come?
We'll pick you guys up once we get to the ship.
We'll already be at the ship waiting for you.
I mean, that's not how it works.
Come on, KB.
What is up with KB? Is he back at the spaceport?
For his heinous crimes, I sentence him to death.
Typical.
Wait!
Huh?
What of equal time? Right of last appeal.
The right of last appeal must be honored.
Alright. Fair enough.
Equal time will now begin.
That's kind of cool. Is it an hourglass? I mean, it is, but it like maybe it works a little bit differently. Could be a few minutes glass.
I'm hungry. All I have are scraps.
What's he on about?
Plasma still runs, sir.
Mm.
We're all hungry! What if there were?
Is he gonna? Not again, dude.
What if there were a place where you didn't have to divvy up your take because your take never ran out? That glowweed plantation we all know you're saving up for. Imagine if you could buy yourself an entire ocean. You should have a command of your own. An entire fleet.
All right, Silver. What's the trick?
No trick.
Old Republic credits.
He kept one.
They're real. And I know where they make them, because I heard it from Tak Renatak himself. Aboard the Onyx Cinder, and never was he seen again. What's the last line?
For at Atten, he did plunder. You're saying stories are true.
We all know Brutus makes a very capable first mate. I'll give you the entire Criffin galaxy.
Oh, throw him at the airlock.
If there's no treasure, you're going for a little ride.
Fair enough. But we need Smee back. Couldn't you find a way up there? Maybe the crabs can build a wall up.
Or just because you're mad at Fern.
Why is she mad at for trusting John?
Think SM-33's okay?
What the fuck?
KB!
She's fine. She's just sitting down.
What should I do? Gather some droid servos. Okay.
What happened to her for her to, like, become like that? Like, was she injured in an accident or something?
I don't have long spider legs like you, okay?
How do you know that rope would be enough?
Unwind the lighter wires. I got it. Have you ever done this before? Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
Is this why you didn't want to climb?
Hmm.
You could have just told Fern. She's not exactly living in the real world herself. What do you mean? Ever since my accident, Fern,
There you go. Accident.
she could. Like, I'm not different. Okay, well, that sounds good. But I am different.
Yeah. So?
Pull out the resonator housing. Remove the microfuse. It's a little metal cylinder.
What if he just kills her? Like,
On a freezing cold moon. Through a bunch of steam.
oh, that's kind of scary.
That's just not reality, Fern. So then just tell her that. She doesn't have patience for that. I'll have 0 friends again.
Name of the episode.
Melt the wires.
And that's gonna work.
KB, are you okay?
No, she's dead. Gotta be quick.
Now pour into the mold.
Hard work.
It doesn't fit. Push.
Why wouldn't it fit? What? I mean, to be fair, that is kind of a common issue. Like, you take it out, and then it's like, well, how the fuck do I get it back in? It's not going back in. She's dead. It's kind of... Oh. She lives.
That was close. To what? Total system shutdown. Thanks, Jedi.
Wait, they didn't even get that far. Because the pipes are right there.
And step!
Wait, why is it darker down there? Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Thanks, Fern. This is freaking great.
That's so high up. Are they gonna drop the ship? Hello, hello, hello. Jesus.
I think we're in trouble. I think we're food.
Yep.
I'm ready to jump for it.
That's convenient that they managed to get to that.
I'm always wrong.
They're gonna drop it here, aren't they?
Good job. Turn in the open.
Oh. That's an interesting design. Oh. Well, it's a good thing no one's piloting these ships. Jesus.
We're getting good at falling.
Well, let's make that the last time. KB, are you okay? Man. We made a new microfuse for her resonator housing and then you saved us.
Yeah, but I never.
But the microfuse are just made out of, like, melted fucking wiring? Like, what?
So sorry for not listening.
No. I'm sorry. I was afraid to tell you when there's things I can't do.
See, this is another prime example of, like, the show being too short. Like, the characters say they've got a problem, the problem kind of resolves itself, and then they make up by the end of the episode in the span of, like, 20 minutes. It's like, come on. Oh, shit. Incinerator. Of course, the ship lands right next to fucking that.
How much longer until we can take off? Too long. I'll go jumpstart the engine.
Wait, KB, who's gonna fly the ship?
You are. What, me? You did it before with John.
Yeah, but that was already in flight. It's not the same as taking off.
We're too late. No, we're not. I'll see if I can shoot that thing off.
That worked, I guess. Shoot it inside. But now the bottom of the ship's gonna... Yeah. No!
I have to blow it off the hull.
What? How do we do that?
The big red button.
The emergency hull demolition sequencer.
33 said never to touch.
But we got it, otherwise we die. I told you, it was in the previously. They spoiled it. What are you waiting for? Just push it. You're gonna die. If it kills you anyway, then it is what it is. What? Wait, what? There's like a shell around it. What the fuck? Ah, to hide what it actually looked like, I guess, maybe. That's actually genius. Kind of decent looking ship. That's the end of the episode, isn't it? Fuck you. It's too short. Oh, that was Bryce Dallas Howard. How many minutes was that? That was a 27-minute episode. Why? I mean, that was an okay episode. Obviously, it was a little bit weaker than last episode, because last episode a lot happened towards the end. But the biggest problem with this episode is the fact that, like, with the way last episode ended, it ended with Jod getting the lightsaber, and then this episode, it's just kind of like a joke. Like, oh, he's been caught by the pirates. And the reason I think they did that is because they needed the pirates to get to A'an. Because clearly Brutus is like the main villain of the show. Maybe even Jod. They needed the pirates to play some kind of a role in the finale, right? And that's what they did this episode. They needed Jod to convince the pirates to go to A'an, and there we go. And now there'll be a bit of conflict between, like, the kids again, and maybe Jod will come in and save the day and stop the pirates from hurting the kids. I don't know. Because Jod doesn't really want to hurt the kids, right? Like, he wanted Fern to yield last episode, so that was the Jod stuff. But the kid stuff, I don't know. It was like surface level character work with the kids. Like, they introduce a problem with KB, and KB doesn't want to tell Fern, because Fern, apparently, we've not seen this, she thinks that, KB can do anything. Like, the biggest problem with that is that it was all resolved so quickly. And that even applies to the Jod stuff. Like, everything, like, just kind of worked out perfectly. Like, Jod convinced the pirates like that. Like, everything moved too fast. The kids, like, okay, KB, said what was wrong with her, said that Fern, all this stuff about Fern, and then they reunite, and then they kind of make up, even though there wasn't really, like, a huge argument between them anyway. They just disagreed with certain situations because KB was corroding, which doesn't make sense. Like, it's Star Wars, right? You're telling me a bit of steam and a bit of, like, cold air is enough to fuck with her, like, circuitry and augments? Like, I don't know about that. Like, that corrodes the metal. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, droids have been on, like, harsher surfaces, harsher environments, and they've been fine. Like, R2, for instance, fucking went into the swamps of Dagobah, and he came out perfectly fine. Like, what? So, like, if KB did that, would she start corroding again? Or does that mean they cheaped out on the cybernetics on A'an? Or maybe they couldn't get to the best cybernetics because of the barrier. Also, find it interesting that the kid's like, oh, that's the X-Wings. But I swear in episode, was it 3? They knew what the X-Wings were, right? How did the X-Wings find the pilots? I guess, like, the hotel must have told them, like, the hostess. The Onyx Cinder's, like, real look was kind of cool. Like, I like how that was, okay, don't push the button, but then that's what it meant. It made it so the ship didn't look like the Onyx Cinder, so people wouldn't know, right? That's genius. It just looks like a pile of shit, right? That's barely holding on, but then the truth is revealed. Because it makes a lot more sense now that the pirates, like, surely the pirates would know what the ship looked like, right? But of course it didn't look like how it was supposed to. The front of the ship does kind of remind me of Darth Maul's ship. Oh, I guess it also does kind of, maybe not. Not as I was going to say maybe it reminds me of the Naboo, like, ship. I can't remember what it's called. The silver, like, chromatic ship from episode 1. I don't know, I'm just a little bit disappointed by the fact that, like, the Jod stuff, it ended with him getting the lightsaber and then it starts, like, as a joke, like, he just loses it instantly. Like, what the fuck was the point of that? That was kind of annoying. Like, it felt like, oh shit, it's about to go down, and then nothing happens. I wonder if that's because of, like, maybe different writers. Like, I feel like that could have been handled a little bit better. Like, at least, like, let him use the lightsaber. Like, why did you make that the big dramatic thing at the end of last episode just for it to not matter in the next one? Like, what the fuck? Bryce Dallas Howard did another good job directing an episode. She's directed, I think, how many episodes of Mando has she done? She's done a few for Mando, and I think she's done... I don't know if she did one for Book of Boba Fett. I don't think she did. Yeah, I mean, she did a good job. I like the design of the crabs. They're pretty cool. Weird that they had, like, they mimicked your voice and the big one didn't. The big one was just there for munchies, basically. I wonder how they did that, though, because it kind of looked like CG. I'd assume it'd be enhanced by CG a little bit. But it kind of looked, like, practical at times. The way it moved didn't seem like CG to me. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was CG, I don't know. Yeah, again, because this episode's, like, shorter, it worries me going into the next two. Because it's like, I mean, what's episode 7 going to be about? Okay, like, the kids know the coordinates, so they're going to get back to the planet. And then the pirates are going to get back to the planet, and then I guess it's going to be like a two-parter. But there must be some kind of big reveal that's going to happen, right? Maybe the barrier goes down and the planet is fully revealed to everyone. I just don't see where they'd go with the show outside of, like, okay, dealing with the pirates, maybe Jod helps the kids out one last time. Maybe he goes down fighting, takes out Brutus, and then maybe he goes missing, and then I guess, like, the last thing we really need to know is, like, Jod's backstory, and hopefully we get that next episode, because I feel like we've had an episode for each kid so far. Like, Wim was kind of like the main focus of episode 1, right? Episode 2 was episode 2? Episode 2 wasn't really anyone's, like, main focus. Episode 4 was Neil's. This episode was KB, and I guess, like, Fern. And then Fern's kind of, like, had some development throughout the season. So either next episode's going to be a Fern episode, or it's going to be a Jod kind of focused episode, which, honestly, I'd prefer a Jod focused one, because I really want to know his backstory. I'll also say this, the kid actors are pretty good. Like, the stuff with KB and, like, Wim, this episode, like, writing-wise and acting-wise, that, like, for kids, that's pretty impressive. The thing that I also don't get is that Finn just used the blowtorch to, like, melt the wiring, and then they use that as the micro fuser, right? That doesn't make sense, because, like, would that metal be less corrosive or more corrosive than the metal that you just took out of your head? Because that wire's been exposed to the environment a lot longer than, you know, because that wire's just been sitting in the trash and shit. Yeah, again, because if the wires didn't corrode, why would the thing in her head corrode? Like, it doesn't really make sense, does it? And it wouldn't corrode that quickly. Like, just a little bit of steam and then a little bit of, like, cold air that they were barely on that surface for. Like, that's kind of dog shit. But yeah, I mean, considering, like, not a lot happened, like, in the grand scheme of the episode, you know, I'm going to keep the review a little bit shorter. And because, you know, the episode's going to be a little bit later because of New Year's and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the episode. I just think it was like certain elements were rushed, and just I think it could have been a little bit better if the episode was longer. It always comes down to episode length, because you can do more with a longer episode. Or you could also not do a lot with longer episodes, as some episodes of Walking Dead tell us. But still. Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it all up. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.